you got guilt or you got criticism. Because saying no feels like it could cost you this relationship. Because you're probably already feeling this, that is hurting you, but you can't really pinpoint why. And nobody is there is doing that for you. If people describe you as easy to be around, as calm, the one who never makes things difficult, then I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes. Because you're probably already feeling this, that is hurting you, but you can't really pinpoint why. So this is the third video in my mini course on one of the most important things we lose, and that is costing us our life. And that one thing is self-trust. In the last one, I walked you through 7 adaptations. If you haven't watched it, I will link it below. So the 7 adaptations are the 7 ways women learn to stop trusting themselves. And I told you that I'm going to walk you through each one of them. So this one, I call her the harmony keeper, and her whole life is built on one sentence. She learned that keeping the peace was safer for her than telling the truth. And here's what it looks like in real life. You walk into a room and feel everybody else's mood before you even check your own. And then you spend the whole evening making sure that everyone else is okay and nobody is there is doing that for you. Or maybe you have this scenario. Somebody asks you for something and you automatically say yes. And a minute after you go, oh, no, I did it again. I wanted to say no. But you say it anyway, right? Because saying no feels like it could cost you this relationship. So you say yes, and then you say yes again. And after enough years of doing this, you taught yourself something really important. And is that your own voice can always wait. And you apologize for having needs. You always over-explain your boundaries. Because saying it plainly feels kind of rude and harsh, right? And you feel responsible for how everyone else is feeling all the time. And that is exhausting, isn't it? And I want to be careful here, okay? Because this is exactly where a lot of women, they start blaming themselves and they start beating themselves up. And that is not what we're doing here. You didn't come out like this. You adapted, okay? And at some point in your life, conflict felt unsafe. And maybe you were the easy one and you also got praised for it. Or maybe when you had a need, you got guilt or you got criticism. Or maybe somebody went cold for 3 days on you. So you figured out something really, really smart. If everyone else is okay, then I'm okay too. And I need you to hear me because that worked, okay? It kept you safe. And it honestly got you through. It was never stupid. It was protection. But every time you do this, you're not just losing that one moment. You're building evidence. You are teaching yourself something very real. That your voice doesn't count. That your truth can always wait. That your peace is somebody else's job. And after years of doing this, your inner knowing doesn't disappear. It just gets quieter and quieter until you honestly can't hear it anymore. And that's why so many women tell me, I don't even know what I want anymore. And of course you don't. You've muted yourself for 20 plus years. The voice is, honestly, it's still there. You just stopped listening to it. And that it eventually just stopped talking to you. And I'm not going to tell you to care less, okay? Because your care is honestly not the problem at all. It is one of the best things about you. You read people, you make them feel safe, and you see what everybody else misses. Those are real gifts, and I would never once ask you to give them back. I'm just asking you to turn some of it around and point it back at yourself. Because right now, you're giving all of it away, and you're keeping none of it. And I believe that peace is not something you have to buy by muting yourself. Harmony doesn't come from going silent so that everyone else can stay comfortable around you. It comes from honesty. And the funny thing is that once you actually try it, the people who love you, they can handle your truth way better than you think they can. So here's your work for this video. And I want you to actually do it. Deal? Because this is the course and you are in it with me and with everybody else who's watching it. For the next 7 days, just catch that moment. Don't try to fix it yet. You are not changing your whole personality. You're just catching that moment. Every time you feel that automatic yes coming, just pause. Take one single breath and ask yourself this one question. What would honoring myself look like right now? And then once a day, say that honest thing out loud. And it doesn't have to be a confrontation. It can be something like, no, thank you. It can be, maybe, let me check my schedule first. It can be, that doesn't work for me. Or it can be like, I feel differently. Because one honest sentence said without apologizing right after is one real piece of evidence that your own voice really matters. And self-trust doesn't grow from inside, my love. It grows from real evidence. And I know. You're gonna say, well, easier said than done. Believe me, I know that. I've been there. And I'm not asking you to change your whole life right now. No, I'm just asking you to say this one sentence. And this is where I get to give you that one thing that I promised you in the last video. The self-trust compass is ready. And here's the thing about the self-trust compass. It's actually a coach. It has my framework. It has my coaching. It has my rituals, my practices. So you sit down and have a real conversation with it. And it shows you your main adaptation and the one hiding right underneath it. And then it starts walking you through how to actually get out of it forever. So it's honestly the closest thing to sitting down with me one-on-one. And it's completely free. So the link is in the description and is waiting for you. Go grab it and have that real conversation, because that's where the real work starts. And by the way, she actually has a second adaptation sitting right there underneath her. And that's one of the reasons this has been so hard to break. That is exactly what we are going to discover with you in the next video. So subscribe if you haven't already, so the rest of this mini course can actually find you. And my personal ask, as usual, please go and like this video, comment, so more people like you who are rebuilding their self-trust and start making their life the way they want can find that too. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.